Reality.
UFOs.
Science.
Consciousness.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
That might not be a real thing. The podcast.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm the hung guy with the fungi, aka the Candyman. Here with Danny Demonic and the gang.
Danny Demonic, I am a vampire.
So we.
That's Macca. Surprise return visit from Dan's wife.
Hello, hello.
She's also a vampire.
I am here.
She's a baby vampire.
I'm a baby. Yeah, I'm just a baby.
They're fresh. Did you put the photos up from the party on the Instagram? The 400 number?
Oh, yeah, no, it was just my 400th birthday. They threw me a surprise party.
Daniel had a surprise 400th birthday party, and it was like goth everything. And in addition to that, they're fresh out the tattoo shop today.
They wanted to put it said 400 on the tombstone on the cake, but they wanted to put my name, but my mother wouldn't allow my name on a tombstone.
Dan and King are fresh out of the tattoo shop.
Yeah, we got tattooed on our calves.
Matching tattoos, his and hers.
Hurt so bad.
In Salem, Mass. Shout out to Witch City.
Yeah,
Inc.
we went out to eat and we went shopping a little
Witch
bit.
City Inc. Yeah.
Do we follow them on IG? We should.
We should.
Yeah.
That's collaborative.
There's a
Witch
ton.
City.
Yeah.
That's how it all works.
Yeah. Yeah. They have a ton of
They
great.
had a full life-size human skeleton in a case.
They did.
That
It
sounds
was
like
badass.
Badass.
That
Vintage.
sounds like a good guest opportunity, Dan. You should set that up.
That'd be a little hard, but we don't really know them that well.
I mean, you just tell them this is what's up. Here's the card. I'll go over it with you later.
Yeah. We will.
Yeah, but if you like us, thanks for listening. Pass the show around, everybody. Check us out on Instagram. That might not be a real thing.
Podcast.
The podcast. And TMNBART@gmail.com. We should probably get something smoother than that.
That's really bad. Yeah, every time we're like, you think somebody's going to remember that? I don't even know it.
It's too much.
It reminds me of the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's why I thought
We've had it. We've had it for a while. I thought it was all right at first, but I don't know. Sometimes I say it and I'm like, that's a tongue twister. I was like, who can remember that fucking thing?
Yeah.
Special shout out this week, local listener, friend of mine, long time, been I guess enjoying the show more and has now delved deeper into some episodes that we hadn't. He hadn't listened to before. Yeah. I guess it was like, it's like what you say all the time, Dan, right? Like time is, you only got so much of it and there's so much competition for other shit out there. So they were like on a long car ride and they had like basically nothing to do but listen.
They listened to us?
So they put us on.
Holy shit.
And had the porn episode and they had a great time. But
That was a great episode, by the way, guys. I listened to it.
good,
thanks.
good. We got a lot of good feedback about it.
I want to give a very big shout out to Drake Its Own, the best bartender in the Merrimack Valley, the man of the hour, too sweet to be sour. You know him. You love him.
Oh, shit.
It's Jeff Hoban.
I knew.
And the crew of O'Hara's.
Hoban listened to us?
He loves us.
I knew as soon as
I
you
love
said bartender.
Jeff Hoban, and it makes me really happy to hear that Jeff Hoban listened to us.
So that's it, Hob. You're on.
Wow.
Shout out to Hoban and O'Hara's.
Can we have him in? I just want to hear him complain about Star Wars.
buddy.
Fucking run around like fucking warlords.
I would never bar him.
Swords and shit.
I would never bar him from the airwaves, but I just don't know. I don't know what he'd contribute other
I
than
think
sports.
he would a lot. I think I just want to talk to him about what's the because before anybody had a really nice TV, he had a really nice TV in his bedroom so he could watch sports.
That's the benchmark for coolness.
He was like,
it's a priority for him.
Yeah, I used to love when he talked to me about Star Wars. It was so funny.
He is a local celebrity.
You make fun of it. He had no clue about it.
I'm somebody that
fucking warlords with the swords.
I'm somebody that has like some charisma and I'm like somewhat of a local celebrity. People see me and they either like don't like me at all or they fucking love me. Right? This motherfucker, everywhere you go, people are exuberantly shouting out his name. They're like, Hoban! in. They're so happy to see him. He's like the most popular guy in the area.
Really?
Period. Oh yeah.
Jesus.
He could run for any town position.
I see him on the road all the time. I'm like, there goes Hoban.
He could run for any town position. Jeff, I'm talking to you directly. And he could get it because he's been working for the town for like a good 5, 6, 7 years now, right?
Yeah.
That's street credit, literally.
He works the town and he bartends.
On the weekend, yeah.
Tends to the bar.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's a man about town. He knows
I know
people.
he is. I didn't mean it derogatory. I just meant that's what he does.
And he's a
right?
town employee, so he's got a vested interest in like what goes on, and people actually take it seriously. But beyond that, like if he didn't even have any of that, he could just run and win because he's that popular.
Yeah.
But shout out to Hoban, shout out to O'Hara's, and we're gonna set him up with a business card stack, like fucking 6 inches thick. He's gonna hand it out to everyone down at the bar.
Oh, good.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, check this show out. Check this show out."
We should go down there. It's so close to the house.
Macca and I went
the night before the party,
we'll
right?
talk
I'll be
about
going
it.
out Friday
Yeah.
this week coming up.
I think it's the 19th, Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, Saturday night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about
that's
that.
good to know, actually, because then I was going to give my mother the kids Friday and be ready to go out.
That would have been bad.
That wouldn't have happened.
Been an error.
I just want to say that I've been a little remiss, and I want to make sure to put an exclamation point on this, but this show is brought to you by NRG Tree. Check them out at nrgtree.com. Okay, you can own your own solar array, save yourself from any future price increases or rise in electricity costs. You're going to fix that rate right in, pay it off, and have great electricity production for a long time. It's clean, it's good for the environment, we think. That's nrgtree.com. And
G
Tree. NRG Tree.
That-
So I
This is the first time you've seen that live.
She hasn't seen it yet.
That's the first time I've seen it live. Yeah, and
Wow.
it was spectacular.
Yeah,
was it majestic?
It was. You guys,
listen.
I saw all of your, imaginary hairs.
Auras.
Yeah, auras flowing in the wind.
We're
So-
practicing to be a barber shark.
By the way, I have the hair.
So FYI,
Yes.
you've made the comment that the space here is like a little sparse in terms of like people occupying it
Yeah,
for work.
this is non-player
I just
character.
just like to say
NPC.
I just want to say that it's a Sunday when we're here, so nobody works on Sundays. That's why the office
Still
is vacated.
think that
And
there's something
secondarily,
going on in this fucking place.
I officially am part of the Energy Tree family now.
You are part of a conspiracy
sell-
and a traitor.
They
Take
are-
him away.
Take her away.
They got to you.
We had
Buying
a
your
conference
silence.
meeting in that room over there. Okay, at that
You guys have
conference
meetings
table.
just like so people looking through the window, they know that the
Yeah,
meeting's going on here.
No, it was,
Meetings and I hear in businesses are like the most like inefficient
Boring.
things ever.
They're
like
awful.
they're basically like
think
nothing.
about why think about how the Senate must run. You got a gajillion people in there trying to get a point across. Listen, they've all got their own agendas. Not enough time in the day.
It's like Muppets.
There's
talking.
also
Like, man.
specific rules that you have to.
Oh, meetings are good or bad depending on where you work and the size and scale and whatever.
In a public meeting setting, you have to follow specific rules.
What if a senator just stood up and just dropped his pants, said, "Yep, this is my dick."
He's
who knows what
done.
goes?
Yeah,
Would
he's
he be
done.
done?
He's
Who
done.
knows what goes on
Damn
in
it.
there? I'm sure, like Kennedy.
Oh, they're definitely getting peed on and all sorts of
Kennedy's got to have yelled some obscene shit in there, right?
He's dead.
He was a Speaker of the House of Representatives. Is that what he was?
Oh, Ted Kennedy you talking
Ted
about?
Kennedy.
Ted Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like
He had-
killed somebody.
He was a boozer, though, right? He had a big drinking,
He had a big drinking problem.
big
yeah.
drinking habit.
He had that
I
schnoz.
don't know if it was a problem. I mean, he seemed to make it through life and have a successful career.
He did live a long life.
You don't have to call it. It's not always a problem.
It's a habit,
But he did have it. I think he.
Sure,
I think he quit because of the thing.
habitual.
Because he killed that girl while he was driving.
A girl. I was
And they
driving.
covered it up.
Man, those poor people
He like
weren't.
walked home from his car like and went to bed.
They weren't ready for
Something
that.
crazy.
Cameras everywhere like we have now,
Oh,
like
they would-
cars,
That-
dude.
That's why
Cars
the second
have-
wave hasn't made it of Kennedys. They're just rich kids in the Cape.
Cars have got like 6 cameras on them now. They're covering all the angles. People have got aftermarket shit they're buying for their cars to record 360 degrees around their car. Like they want to catch you on an accident. They want to see what's going. Like there's so many fucking cameras out there. It's retarded.
I like watching the accident.
I-
It's fucking Nogbar.
I want to say
Bar.
something.
I know.
It's insane.
I know a company that works on like cameras, and it's kind of creepy to be in their office to see what they're doing, like the stuff they're developing of like a camera on top of a stop, like a traffic light or something, and it can see 360 for like a mile. You're just like, and like, yeah, we're gonna be securing the whole world.
Hey, now they have these little blowjob tubes that will give you a blowjob.
And then
I just saw it on Instagram.
I saw that on a porn channel that it was on. It was an advertisement.
Aren't those things old though?
Okay, so that's the like old ass technology. The fact that they have devices that will literally eat women out, is I think way more impressive.
I was gonna get you one for our anniversary.
Yeah, no. Oh my god.
I don't know.
You're alive.
Well, you don't want to like.
I don't need one.
I'm happy that we have. I'm happy that we have that tech. And I think what Dan was trying to say was that like it sucks that we're being surveilled by drones and all this other shit. But at the same time, we've got fleshlights and real dolls now. So you got to take the good with the bad, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
So
you got me a little heated up talking earlier.
Well, about what?
Talking about the Catholic Church.
All right, calm down.
Because they're pedophiles. I renounce the clergy. I renounce that damn organization. I renounce the Trinity.
I'm gonna let
all of it.
I'm gonna let you vent it out, and then I'm gonna let you sit on it for a couple of days. And if you want me to edit it out, I will.
I've never heard of Wiccan people doing anything to kids or anything like that. They're not my power. Oh, I'm sure it's happened.
Do you remember?
That person wasn't Wiccan.
I don't know.
I could go through his whole story of who that person was, and they weren't anything except they were.
Okay, that's true.
Can I just? I don't want to. Do you need to run some more with it?
Hail Satan.
Oh. That's it. You lost it. My mom will never speak
my
to her
master.
Again. You'll never speak to her.
I don't speak to her anyways.
Well, it was nice to know you. You're not allowed over the house. I'll have to come down the street when I want to see you.
Tell her I'm carrying demons with me.
Inside.
Be careful.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not.
I'll change my name to Alice.
I have no love of the Catholic Church, and I'm not supporting them by any means. But what I just want to say is this. I think in general, when a person is in a state of, you can call it a cult, religion, whatever. When one person's got everyone else drinking their Kool-Aid, sooner or later they just figure out that they can have sex with people and that they should be doing that, and that's part of the thing. I mean, it doesn't matter what. I mean, like Wiccan, all these other people, like they probably do have molestations and they probably do have sex with kids. It's just not, or just sex with people in the congregation, whatever. It's probably a big sex fest.
Well,
but
humans can't stop from having sex.
What I'm saying is that the Catholic organization is so vast that we just hear about it so much more.
And they also cover it up for each other and do all sorts of shady ass shit.
100%.
And they made up a lot of shit. They made it up to control the people.
It was part of their shtick for a while.
The church says this. The church could say anything. They wrote it.
They had their run.
They wrote it. It's Stan Lee wrote Spider-Man too. Is that biblical?
You're really yelly today.
It is in the world of Spider-Man.
Yeah, well,
that's like saying George Lucas made the original Star Wars, right? But like now
he wrote it.
I know.
It's make believe.
Yeah, but
just like the Bible.
Sure, but in the world of Star Wars, it's real as fuck. And some people believe in it, you know.
Yeah, well, they're very, very, very delusional.
Listen, I hope 1,000 years from now, like the Jedi religion that's recognized in the UK is worldwide, and we've swept away all the remnants of the old Republic, and it's a new thing. Hey, sidebar, I think I see police cars moving in the reflection. We had potential suicide, maybe a
bridge
murder
jumping,
/ suicide.
They blocked up like 100 yards. They didn't want anybody getting close.
I don't know. What do you think? There was 15 cruisers out there?
Yeah, there was at least a dozen looking over the bridge.
A lot of them.
Into the
water. Those
water.
were cops looking over the bridge?
Yeah, because they all had like that reflective, windbreaker on.
Could have been someone running from the cops too.
Yeah,
and they jumped the bridge to get away.
That's the way to go. Those fat asses are not jumping that bridge.
Just to, I just randomly Googled something, and I have no idea if it's 100% accurate. But
this is based on Google.
The Catholic Church isn't the only religious institution that's had issues with child molestation.
So is Jehovah's Witnesses.
However, they do seem to be all Western religions.
Nice.
Yeah, you don't really hear from like Buddhists.
We got that, I guess, in our pocket.
Is Jewish
a
Western? I think so.
Do you know how
I think like
Hebrew.
a Hebrew's what?
Do you know how hardcore Jews do it? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Hebrew's what they speak. Or
I think
Yiddish.
Do you know how hardcore Jews do a circumcision?
People as Hebrew.
They snip it, and then the moil sucks on a little pee-pee to get rid of the blood and stop the blood.
That can't be true.
No,
That's
it is
fucking true.
That's a thing?
That's a thing with hardcore Jews.
That's
like like Orthodox Jews.
Yep.
I got a buddy of mine who is 100%. He identifies as
That makes me want to puke.
So that's how
it's
going off the one that I know.
When I heard that, my knees went weak. Oh, God. He does what? But it's true. It's true.
Well,
Wikipedia.
I don't know what to tell you.
Jewish people are big in the news lately.
They don't even believe in heaven. Why do they follow all this goofy shit?
No, they believe in like a utopia. It's just that they don't believe in like a hell type of place.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I saw a really good movie.
But they believe in a higher God.
Yeah. No, it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's the same God.
It's Yahweh.
It's just Jesus has a different role.
It's Jehovah, actually.
I watched a really good movie with a hell scene in it. It was so good. These guys accidentally go to hell from the seance. And like they wake up there like, what the fuck is this place? They have to get back. It's really crazy.
What movie was it?
VHS 1999.
Okay. I mean,
VHS is like a series of movies where they find these found VHS tapes.
Same.
And they'll have like VHS 94.
There's a percentage of the audience that really likes you and all the shit that you're into. So if you like something, you should let them know.
Yeah, watch VHS. Oh, you want to watch a movie?
This is the one.
You want to watch the horror movie right now? Watch Terrifier 2.
Terrifier 2.
Audience, people throwing up.
So
in the audience.
Nope.
No, it's good. It's good. There's a scene where this woman, her face is like taken off, and she's sitting there dead. And he actually is cooking for her, and he takes mashed potatoes and he shoves it right into her face, like through her gullet. Like it's like holy shit, that's a fucking hardcore scene.
I don't know the name of it. I have to double check. But there's a new movie that Mila Jovovich is in where. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The kids didn't believe that she was a Family Guy.
I know who the chick is.
Takes place in Alaska, I think.
Are you talking about not Mila Kunis.
Mila Jovovich. She was fucking
Fifth Element.
Fifth Element.
Yeah. Oh, I
she
love
was
her.
fucking I think she was in Ultraviolet. She was in all the fucking
Ultraviolet.
She's in all the
video game something Hill.
No, not Silent Hill, man. It's Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Similar time they were released and similar genre, but Resident Evil is the original, like, fucking shit your pants.
Same.
It really was.
The music came on.
I don't know. Doom got me more when I was a kid.
Doom was a
PC Doom.
We played Doom.
It scared the shit out of me. It used to give me so much anxiety. I couldn't watch people play it.
Really?
It was awful. I just couldn't do it. I don't like jump scares. I don't like those jump scares. Yeah, I don't like that.
She doesn't like scary movies either.
No, I don't.
Well, listen, Mila Jovovich, right? And I'll have to look it up and we'll talk about it next week or whatever. But I wanted to tell you about it because she plays a psychiatrist. This is based on true story. She plays a psychiatrist up in Alaska, and she's basically, she's a therapist, and she's got patients in the town. Listen, she's got patients in the town coming to talk to her, and they're all telling her that they're like, basically she can't say anything to anyone because of patient-doctor confidentiality. Right. But at a certain point, there's like 100 fucking patients telling her that, I can't sleep. I'm getting sleep paralysis. I keep seeing this owl looking at me outside my window, and I get like hypnotized by the owl, and then I can't move. And then so like under hypnotic regression, it turns out that these people are all being abducted by extraterrestrials, and there's like a million.
Oh, I know this story.
There's a million missing cases.
I know the story.
So this is based on true story, and now they made a movie about it. But I want to tell you about it because it was like fucking.
Did it just come out, or has it been out for a while?
It's on HBO right now. So
I think it's been out for a while. I've seen it.
I'll watch that. I'll watch that one.
There you go.
I get sleep paralysis, and I've been being stalked by a demon dog, and I could smell him, wet, dead dog, through my fan.
And he
scurries around my room and fucks with shit.
As soon as you said sleep paralysis, I looked over at Dan. I was like, fuck, he's going to get sleep paralysis tonight now.
Yeah, I'll get it. If I hear about it, I'll get it. Sometimes she'll come home, and like I'll like sit up and look at her like, who the fuck are you?
The worst.
Really?
She's like, do you know who I am? I'm like, no. Or I hide under the blanket.
Oh, I can't believe I couldn't remember the name. It's The Fourth Kind. Like Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind. Because
I think I've seen it. What year did it come out?
I don't know. Spielberg made Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind.
So that's a sighting.
Third is. You're messing me up now. I know my
It's called The Fourth Kind. It came out in 2009. It's a sci-fi horror.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That's what it is.
Yeah, Close Encounters of the Third Kind was Spielberg's movie.
When did that come out?
This came out in 2009.
Oh, I've seen it.
So how is it?
Pretty cool. It's cool.
Well,
cool.
it
It's
does
a true
not.
story.
It does not have good. It does not give good ratings.
Wow, people don't. It's good.
I don't trust the rating.
Those are subjective.
Rotten Tomatoes, it's 18%.
Okay, they say that
They don't like aliens.
like
what do you want me to do?
the movie Marie Antoinette is awful, and I fucking love it.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's lots of movies out there that I love. That they
Didn't
say.
Sofia Coppola make that?
Yes.
She's a talentless whore.
well, that's aggressive.
You just hate her in the role in The Godfather.
I know. I hate it.
You think she
She's so bad.
She fucked it up?
Wait,
Oh,
she,
she fucked up
the
the
third
whole
one?
movie.
Yeah.
She's such a terrible actress. Let's just put your daughter in there. And make sure she's terrible. Ruin the whole Godfather series. You could have had a beautiful woman.
It's a family business. Poor Ralph Macchio's daughter is in Cobra Kai as a cameo, and she's just not an attractive girl, and it's like it sucks.
Oh, I
'cause,
didn't
like,
see that.
he was this like heartthrob of this '80s good-looking kid, and then he married someone, they had a kid, and she's like,
Didn't mesh well. It happens.
it's sad. I did want
We
to.
can't all get lucky.
I'm just saying, it's like they probably thought they were a shoo-in, like, oh, this kid's gonna be the best,
Yeah,
She
yeah.
didn't make it as an actress because she didn't.
Quentin broke his coccyx.
Yeah, Quinn's got a
I know.
broken tailbone right
I
now.
know it's the
And
that's
the doctor said that
that's the
Quentin's
worst.
starting to become a man.
Yeah, first
We
stages
tell him
of
his balls are
puberty.
dropping down. And he's
They're starting to enlarge, in is what the doctor said.
So you
Yeah.
can tell already that his facial features are getting more chiseled and
Yeah.
bigger chin and stuff. Like I was looking at him like Quentin's getting a little bit more mature.
He's
he's a good boy.
Yeah, he's a good boy.
soon he's going to be armed and dangerous. So someone's going to have to teach him how to use that thing.
Yeah, don't.
Let
Not oh God.
in the word,
God help us all.
hey, he's listen. In the words of Ashley Schaefer, Schaefer Plantation, let the boy watch.
Oh my
Let him learn from his father. The way that I learned from my father.
Oh my
From
God.
his father before him.
So awful.
And the reality is like when you have Mackie, you don't know about this, but when you have a kid, I know we're going down this road, but just because you brought it up, when you have a
We go on any
kid,
road today. We don't have an agenda.
I know, buddy. Well, I have a little agenda. It's written down. When you have a kid, first thing that happens is Kingsley, you're a woman, so I'm glad you're here to back me up. You've birthed multiple kids.
I have 4 to be exact.
Something's going on hormonally when you're pregnant that you get super horny, correct?
No, actually.
But is that a thing? 'Cause
It is a thing
I
for
couldn't
some
get any.
people. For me, it wasn't.
You shut down.
I shut down, but I think that partly because I was so sick the whole time that you don't want to do that while you're nauseous.
To be fair, you're overly horny on the regular. So
Yeah.
you
I
may
was
have had,
yeah.
you
I
may-
was overly horny when she was pregnant.
you may have had an adverse reaction to the
Right.
pregnancies
Yeah.
that regular women who seem
Yeah,
to be
my
not
hormones
as horny
change.
for their husbands
Yeah.
get very horny during this time. I have buddies of mine that they get laid like 3 times a year by their wife, but when they're pregnant, it's like
That's
like,
how
I
it
gotta
was
go
when I was
to go have
pregnant.
sex.
We probably had maybe
three
2 or
times.
3 times when I was pregnant.
and I had
Oh,
to be
man,
like, come
you
on,
must-
just roll.
And it was probably mostly
Let me just put in a little bit.
it was mostly towards the end too, because I knew I was getting close to the end. I was like, well, if we do this, it might kick it out, and then I could be back to normal.
I love.
I took advantage of that.
So then there's the second part of it, which is like after the kid comes and you guys get past, like, let's say, well, once they're out, once they're like walking and they're like 2 or 3, like
And then she's rapping.
you kind of have them sleeping in the bedroom with you at first anyway when
Yeah.
they're babies, but like you guys are having sex sooner or later when the kid's in the room. You're like, is
Oh,
she
for
asleep?
sure.
Oh yeah,
Is
absolutely.
Quentin asleep?
My thing
Absolutely.
is, they just can't be in my bed.
Sure,
right.
but I'm saying sooner or later, one of them, especially him, because he's the oldest, must have just mathematically, he must have walked in.
One time
once.
Alice walked in, and we don't even know how long
Oh
she was
yeah,
watching.
yeah,
And I was downtown.
yeah. He was under the blankets.
Yeah, and Alice just standing like, how long you been there, Alice?
We were
She's
like,
like 5.
yeah, she was little, but
Point of fact. Point
What
of
am-
fa-
she's
point of
probably like,
fact.
what am I looking at?
Yeah,
What
she
are
had
they
no
doing?
idea.
Why are they wrestling?
Point of fact, the psychological profile will show that she seems to be a sexual person at a young
yeah,
age.
she is.
She likes to be pretty, and she likes
She
to
put
be,
lipstick on to my
and
birthday.
she likes to
King.
she likes the idea
that.
that she's supposed supposed to be attractive and that she's attracted to boys. Like
especially tall men.
She seems to know that
but
she likes guys.
Everyone is taller than Alice. But
how old is this kid?
She's going on 9.
Oh yeah, you guys have burned her into a sexual appetite. Or it could just be a genetic thing. She got a double dose of whatever you guys.
She could have. She very well could have.
It could be double whammy.
Speaking of burn, can I tell something? Please. Yesterday, before we went out for my birthday, we went out to Grazie. I'm changing the batteries of my vape, and I wasn't paying attention, and my rings connected, and it arced, and it burned my finger.
Burned
all the way around.
All taped up?
Bubbled up.
Burn the fuck out of him.
He's got injuries from fuck out of me. Look. I took the ring off with my other hand, and I burned these fingers as I took it off, and I had rings around my fingers, 2nd-degree deep burns.
My God.
My bones hurt.
Jesus,
I was
fuck.
we went to dinner with my hand in cold water. I was in so much pain.
You're telling me you got a serious electric shock?
I haven't looked at it since last night. I have to take them off tonight to clean it, and I'm worried about what I'm going to see.
It's going to be gross.
Take a photo right now of his hand so we can put it on IG. Be like, look, this is what happens.
You're going to take it off right now? What are you doing?
Whoa. Just the bandage. Just the bandage photos.
This is
okay.
Too late. He's already.
Oh my fucking God.
He's already gone.
You're okay. It just hurts.
It's not that bad. Look,
it hurts to get
okay,
electrocuted.
that's not bad.
Yeah. You get that's a blister and a half, bro. That probably hurt like fucking shit.
You better look where it is.
That is
my ring burned me.
That is a
there was no
blister.
fire.
That is a blister the diameter of about I'd say a centimeter.
Yeah, like a chickpea size.
It hurts.
You guys understand how bad burns. And I thought the whole way on the way to the restaurant when I was in pain with an ice pack in my hand, Alice was like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Not really, Alice." I was like, this is like nothing though. This is small. Imagine people who really get burned.
Yeah.
That's the worst pain ever.
Yeah, you remember when you walked in and I burned my face
off?
off?
I thought about that too.
I had to go to
I was like but all over his face.
I was in the burn unit
Second
for
degree like this,
2
right?
weeks. Yeah.
Oh
like
my God.
Kingsley, it was like this, but all over his face.
Gross.
And it's the most painful thing ever, and they can't really do much for it.
They just hooked me up to morphine and knocked me out for 2 weeks.
Yeah. If somebody gets burned really bad, I think they just snow them with Ativan.
Yeah.
And just put them in a
Knock
coma.
you
But I was
you can't be awake for that.
So I was in the burn unit for 2 weeks. And
2 weeks?
Yeah.
I remember I was there. Your father was like, "No more games."
And there was some
no more games.
Yeah, like it was your fault. You're like, I just showed up here and blew his face off.
Yeah, I see. Let's go hospital.
The burn unit was fucking sad, bro. It was like there were people in there there were kids in there, and there were people in there that had been really badly burned, like 80% of their body and shit. Their face, like my face was burned, and at the time I remember feeling like, fuck, I don't know what it's gonna look like when I get out. But like people were freaked out. They were like, oh my God, he's that good looking kid and his face is gonna be totally mangled for the rest of his life. And I was like, man, that sucks. I didn't feel like it was that severe. I actually kind of knew after 2-3 days it wasn't that severe, but I saw a lot.
It takes a lot to get real thirsty.
Saw a lot of sad shit in that place, and shout out to Dan D for randomly showing up at my house seconds after I 2nd degree blew my face off. And
it was a freak accident too, though. It's something you wouldn't think would happen. He was just testing the spark, and it was filled with fumes.
Full of fumes, and next thing you know, you blow your face off.
There's burns like this, like where it bubbles up. But the next stage after that, before 3rd degree, is like burned off skin.
Yeah, right, and it's pink.
Yeah, and then there's like black when it's 3rd degree. Yeah. So this is like 2nd degree. This is actually probably pretty mild.
So I want to take this opportunity.
The other one's similar.
I want to take this opportunity to bring up my song of the week. I want to direct it towards Macca because you'll probably know the best. Okay, song of the week this week is by a 80s artist. Sweet beard, great hair.
That looks pretty good. Oh, Jesus. Go ahead.
Hold on, my man. It goes by the name of Michael McDonald. And
who the fuck's that?
Look it up. And the song, from the 80s. And the song of the week is I Can't Believe We're Not in Love Anymore. And if you listen to it, and I encourage everybody to always listen to songs of the week.
Yeah.
It is the backdrop of the song, the instrumental version of the song is what they sampled when they made Regulate for Warren G and Nate Dogg.
Oh, okay. Shit.
And then Death Row Records, which I don't know if I have to tell you this or not. Maybe I do.
May not.
Death Row Records made an exclusive album that I've never even been able to find it on the internet, but I heard it a couple of times, and so I know it exists. It's a thing. but they crossed the Michael McDonald singers in with Regulate, and it was probably the best version I'd ever heard.
Right.
Because you got these female girls, and then, well, they're female girls, obviously. You got these female singers, right, in the back, and they're like, I can't. And they're like little parts of his sentences.
I think I've heard
he like shouts it out, you know? I think it was like, I can't remember, but it was a Death Row Records exclusive. But Michael McDonald, I Can't Believe We're Not in Love Anymore. From the 80s, fucking great track. And if you like Regulate by Warren G, you'll listen to it and say, whoa.
Oh, I know the song.
That's it, baby.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and Michael McDonald is like a famous soul
he's like,
singer.
I can't believe we're not in love anymore. And the girls are like, I can't believe. And it's a fucking good jam.
He's known for that song, "Ain't No Mountain." His version of "Ain't No Mountain High Enough," I think, is the most famous version of that.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm just telling you.
Mountain high enough, and he sings like this.
Yeah.
You know,
he was like the first Creed, but in the soul.
You know what's on HBO right now, and I saw one of them, just like a. They're flashing the trailer when you go over the title, you know, they're like, oh, hey, check this movie out, you know?
Yeah.
Technology's amazing now.
And it was the Police Academy movies.
Oh, I love those.
I love those too.
And man,
I used to love those when I was a kid.
Those are like mid 80s, early 90s, right?
That's like 80s like theme track.
So you got
for
Steven Guttenberg.
Yeah.
Who was a fucking classic 80s guy. He plays Mahoney, right? He does a great job. But the chick, I mean, everybody.
Who's the dude? He's a big jet.
There's Hightower.
Yeah,
Hightower.
Yeah, Hightower.
Tackleberry.
Tackleberry. He died.
There's
Spoiler alert.
There's Sweet Cheeks or Sweepy. There's but the one that had my undivided attention was Lieutenant Callahan. She was the blonde chick who was huge cans and she was tough.
Who's gonna try it on me? Who's gonna save me? She's in the pool with her nipple.
Oh my god, she was so
she was hot as fuck.
Yeah, she was
hot as fuck.
The trailer,
sorry, baby.
The Japanese guy, they had the exchange guy from the Japanese Police Academy there, and she basically like rapes him.
Yeah.
Oh god, she shows up at his house and like knocks on his door and just pulls her hair out of the bun.
Gutenberg's character reminds me of Bill Murray a little bit in it. It's kind of like aloof and like goofy.
Yeah.
It is a very Bill Murray role.
Yeah. Bill Murray could have played that role.
I don't know.
know.
But I love Lieutenant Callahan.
So I have a song of the week.
What is it, buddy?
This thrash band called Machine Head. They've been around a long time. Davidian.
Yeah, that wasn't
You heard
bad
it today.
actually.
The song is Davidian.
Yeah.
The band is
Machine Head.
Yeah.
It's
They're
not
like an early 90s
it's
thrash
not
metal band.
It's not
around
a
today.
Bush band cover.
No.
No.
There's a song Machine Head, but it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Machine Head was around before that song. Yeah.
I think Machine Head goes back to like Deep Purple or something. Originally, I'm not sure.
They there's a bunch of bands that have like names like based off that because like that's like original like, you know, some of those original early bands like that. There's like the trio heavy metal bands too. There's like Led Zeppelin, Sabbath, and who's the other one? That's like the third. Oh, Judas Priest. That's like the three like big late '60s that started heavy metal.
Oh, by the way,
I just got
everyone.
new teeth, so I can really talk.
I was just gonna say. By the way, everyone, if Dan sounds weird, it's because he is adjusting to his new palate.
Yeah, I have new teeth, like permanent
mouth
teeth.
space.
Yeah, I have the most beautiful teeth I've ever had in my life, basically.
right.
Hey. Yeah, we'll put that one up too.
What do I love?
Hold on, I think you blinked.
You look good, Malaka.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, you did blink.
Yeah, rock and roll.
Go put your head up.
She's giving you the right lighting, man.
There it is.
Your nose was casting a shadow, and it looked like you had a space, like a black space in the middle of your teeth.
That's no good. With my new teeth, that would be a bad idea.
Right.
These teeth are like $17,000
To get them, yeah.
Oh, you did it again.
I'll do it, John.
Oh my gosh.
All
Look
right,
at
get a photo of
He
it.
keeps like blinking. It looks like you smoked a big blunt.
You should.
Look at
He can do it on his own.
Yeah,
I got
he
good one.
definitely looks stoned.
Oh, I did it again.
He looks like he shot a fucking tube of heroin. Is what he looks like.
Yeah, right.
I look really tired right now, too.
We were talking about...
oh, my eyes are so old. Man, I need Botox.
Yeah, you do. We were talking about Dan's birthday and getting older, 400, getting up there. Macca had a birthday.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right.
We went out and got...
before Dan.
We went out and
Yeah.
got silly.
Yeah.
We had...
How old are you now, Mac?
42.
42.
Really?
That's right.
What's up, man?
Jesus Christ, it's
that's how
all
we,
over, huh?
That's how we do
It's
it.
all fucking done.
So I'm the baby, I guess.
You know what?
Yeah, you're
I
the
told
baby.
Chris.
Yeah.
I said my 50s gonna be my 40s are gonna be the best years of my life.
He's setting
Ever.
himself up for his 50s.
When I'm 50, I'm gonna be a physical specimen. They're gonna have to put me in a cage. They're gonna be like, this guy. I'm sorry, but you, honey, you have to put your husband in a cage.
My response
You can't let
was...
him out with like.
You have to have electrical.
Like
He has
he
to
didn't
have-
commit any crimes, but he's got to be in a cage. He's just too
Sorry.
scary.
It's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Instead of a shock collar, he'll need like a ball shock collar.
Yeah.
Just, hit the button.
A scrotum
Yeah.
shot.
I'm not like bragging like cocky and stuff, but like what I went through like with my heart and stuff, I'm fucking amazing now.
Yeah,
It is
yeah,
amazing what I can do now.
Well, yeah, for
like,
sure.
Like it's amazing.
All I'm
I
saying
went through a lot of
is-
shit. I was dying.
Yeah, you were.
And now you're fucking jacked.
I'm not. Don't.
It's
don't
willpower.
Tell me that.
It's
Not
willpower.
yet.
It's willpower.
I still have a lot to go.
I mean, yeah, you've a lot more to go, buddy, but you're looking good. Fucking, he's like, yeah, I'm setting myself up for my 50s, and I was like, you think
10 years.
I was like, you think we're gonna make it to 50?
oh yeah, I'm gonna make it.
And he's like, I'm gonna, and I was like, I don't know, man. I'm a ticking time bomb for cancer. I was like, and I live a very cavalier lifestyle. I was like, sooner or later, it's gonna catch up with me.
Right.
So far, I've been getting away scot fucking free, but you know,
yeah.
and this guy, forget it.
Oh, I'm great.
All right,
Great.
Mako, we went to
So I don't burn my.
we went to the fundraiser for the brain cancer.
We did, but let me give my artist spotlight.
You got some
Yeah,
music?
yeah.
I'm sorry, because you told me you didn't. So.
No, I don't have the other thing. But look,
gotcha.
my artist spotlight is L. Michael's Affair. And
I thought you were gonna say that rapper that died.
Offset.
I don't know who they are.
Offset. No, Takeoff
big,
died.
though?
Yeah,
Offset's
Migos.
Cardi B's husband.
Oh,
No,
Takeoff
Offset.
died.
Oh, Takeoff
Offset.
too.
Takeoff died. Offset's alive.
I don't know.
He lived?
Everybody keep on. Well, how'd they? What happened? Oh,
I
they got
thought
shot.
he died.
Drugs or
So
shooting?
Migos, 2/3 of the Migos
Yeah.
were at some party in Houston.
Throwing dice.
They
H-Town.
were playing dice, and a fight broke out, and Takeoff, who is the youngest member, got shot, and he died. Mm-hmm. And Migos is one of the biggest rap groups in the world.
Yeah.
That's why you got to carry a gun everywhere you go.
I'm sure
Especially
he had,
to H-Town parties with a rolling
I
dice,
think,
sucker.
From what I heard, his people shot him.
That sucks.
Oh, it's friendly fire.
Oh, my fucking
God.
God.
Well,
And he got shot again, I think.
shit got fucked up
So-
behind
but
scenes.
Offset got shot too.
Things
Oh, I
got
didn't hear
personal.
that.
I think I heard that
It was
too.
all a dream.
Was that recent?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
I think I don't.
What are you saying? That's all three of them?
No, it's
just
Offset,
two.
Quavo, and Migos, and Takeoff, but Takeoff and Quavo have I just put out a new album, just them two, because they're having a little contract thing with the other guy. It just came out, so they're on tour, doing their shit. So these guys are in their 20s.
Yeah, they're kids.
I think he was 28.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I am wrong. I apologize.
Well, you
So,
gotta wear
very-
bulletproof vests and carry a gun everywhere you go. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, and that sucks, but yeah, okay. One, I guess I can do two.
Artist spotlight.
Artist spotlight. Migos. If you don't listen to Migos, you like rap,
You've been missing out.
Maybe that good?
you just been kind
Never
of
heard 'em.
Never heard
They
of
had
them?
the song "Bad and Bougie." Good stuff.
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't call it high quality lyrical content, but fun.
You like
The
it,
guys
too.
make hits.
Doesn't need to be, does it?
They make beats.
They make
hits.
great hits, So, all right, but mine is L. Michael's Affair. They're like a band, instrumental band. L. Michael's Affair.
I like that. But they rap.
Michaels Affair. And they got famous by they covered all the Wu-Tang's greatest hits.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
And sometimes when some of the members would do a show in New York, they would be the backup. They would be the band for it.
Like Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang Clan.
Wow.
would be the backup for these guys?
No,
these guys would be the-
perform.
Oh, okay. So
Wu-Tang
they...
Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Right. And then from there, they branched out and they make their own music now. And so one thing that
Michael's Affair.
Yeah, and so that's what's really cool is the covers because they're like a brass band almost, but all sorts of instruments.
Cool.
But
Boingo Boingo.
Yeah, the latest they did, El Michael's Affair meets Liam Bailey. Liam Bailey is I think a reggae artist, and the album is called Icondeo Inversions, and a specific song called Walk With Me. Really cool. So, but check them out. You can just put on the instrumentals of the first two albums, and it's all Wu-Tang hits. It's really cool.
We were talking to some girl, me and Macca, outside. She was throwing some hip hop shit at me. It's like new stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And I was like, I just said to her, I was like, I'm sorry, I only listen to music at least 20 years old. It's like, this guy over here, he just saw fucking Pusha T. And then after that, he had street credit. They were like, you know Pusha? He was like, yeah, man, just saw this shit in concert.
Somebody on Facebook just tagged me. They said, did you just show up as a ghost in my Sims game?
Maybe.
That girl that we know from the Vampire Ball?
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Let me see.
So we got some fan mail this week, and am I allowed to go to the fan mail?
Yeah.
We got fan mail?
Yeah, we got some fan mail this
email.
week, and they want to know about particular individuals, like asking about how do you handle rejection, and I think in particular it was more like focused on rejection of the opposite sex.
Okay.
It's not just like
as in dating, like
a dating rejection.
Rejection, trying to, hey, I want to go out with you. I like you. I want to hook up. Any of it. Just like, nope, I don't like you. I like you. Do you like me? Let's bring it down to like 10-year-old terms, like, hey.
Check yes or no, maybe.
I like you. Do you like me too?
Yeah, right.
So they're asking me like, how do you handle rejection? And, they're asking me some stuff. And they're like, like, Candyman, you're good with the babes. Like, what's up? And I was like, no, that's a misconception. I was like, I'm actually very poor with the babes. I'm like, mathematically, though.
He's good with numbers.
I was like, I'm very poor with the babes. I was like, I just throw myself at so many of them that eventually somebody's gonna get me. Yeah. I was like, but if you did the ratio to like a regular person, I might be way below average.
Yeah.
It's like it's just sheer workload.
Yeah.
Energy in equals energy out. I was like, it's
like a tuna fisherman. All you need is that one.
Just need one. Just need to hook one.
Jesus Christ.
One at a time, baby.
One at a time.
Although I do appreciate two tunas at once.
You got to be careful too about being rejected and becoming a nice guy. You don't want to be say like, oh, women like bad guys, and then like objectify women. Like you think you put your nice guy token in long enough, they're gonna give you a hole. Like just stop. Don't fucking objectify women like that because you're gonna get the sick.
You don't want to be
attitude.
friend zoned right away.
Yeah. If you're friend zoned, you're there. You're not going anywhere. Very rarely are you going anywhere.
I don't ever really get friend zoned because I'm so direct that this is what I'm here for.
You don't really you don't hide what you're looking for.
Like,
What
hey,
you're down
it's
for.
guys who hide it for too long. And
I'm in business.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this or not?
women know when they want somebody right away. Like they're not like
So
they'll
there's
know
a lot
if they'll
of
bang you right away.
There's a lot of nuances to it. Okay, I would say that my advice at the age of 42 is this. What you're saying is true, like, but not just about wanting to fuck, but
not just that.
There's something about when you meet another person, you almost right away know, yes, like on a binary decisional basis, like this person's either in,
and it's
in or out.
personal if it's not.
It's
just,
just,
don't take it that way.
they're either in or they're out.
Yeah.
They're either positive or negative.
Right.
You like them or you don't, and that can change, right?
Yeah.
You can get to know someone and be like, wow, I thought this person was a total a-hole.
Yeah.
Can change, but
I don't have to edit that out.
We don't have to edit that out.
Thank goodness. And
we have to edit swears out.
no,
Fuck,
just politically
shit.
incorrect terms when we decide that we don't want to be.
Well, he's a feminist, so.
Time out. If it please the court, Macca, do you recall that a girl that listens to the show said that she believes I'm a feminist?
She has no clue about feminism.
Thank you.
What kind of
She
relationship?
had been drinking all night.
She had been drinking all night.
I'm just saying.
And how
You
much
call
she
them
did.
bitches.
She
bitches
did.
and bitches and lesbos, was it?
Yes, it was.
Butch lesbos.
Butch lesbos.
You're the politically incorrect feminist.
I am a feminist, if anyone cares. But yeah, Rejection, man.
I guess it's like saying I'm a vampire. Like you can say whatever you want.
You tell yourself long enough, it's true.
Yeah.
You can delude yourself and occasionally others to believe that this is what's actually going on.
Oh shit.
We're not gonna talk. Oh, I don't want to talk about that documentary.
But the rejection thing, the first thing that I came up with as it pertains to like the fear of rejection is like there's two basic there's like three things you can do to like get over your fear of rejection if that's what I can come up with. All right, one is I've always used is old me gonna regret that I didn't even care that I got rejected right now.
You also have no shame.
No, I know, but I do. I mean, I'm a human. We all feel.
Yeah, you have shame, but your level of shame.
We all have different comfort zones of what we can handle, right? But like your comfort zone with rejection will, like, the better you are at handling rejection and the more comfortable you are with it, the less you'll have to deal with it because it isn't a thing anymore. So like one thing is what will old me say, right? Like right before I die, is it that old person, if I'm even going to make it to old, right before I die, am I going to give a sweet shit if this person rejected me? Yes or no? Maybe it is yes, but most likely not.
Yeah.
So just go for it. That's one. Two was I brought up the Karate Kid Cobra Kai reference because like fucking I've been teaching martial arts for a long time, and I like when I see things on TV that are like bullshit, I'm like, oh God, please don't put this on TV. But on occasion, they put something on TV where I'm like, oh man, that's not 100% real. So like on Cobra Kai, Johnny, give him a ball zap if you have the thing.
Zap me, I'm fine. Go keep going.
Sorry.
On Johnny from Cobra Kai.
On Cobra Kai, Johnny makes them like he lines like first like one of the first classes. I might even be season 1. I don't know what episode.
You're not gonna say it's realistic, right?
No.
It might be a little
this
things
particular
there,
part is important.
All right.
He makes them all get punched in the face one time.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
And I used to do that when I taught karate. Was like make everybody get punched in the face one time. And basically, it's just because you have a natural fear of not wanting to get punched in the face, and rejection's the same thing. It's like you have a natural fear of not wanting to get your feelings hurt.
Right.
So like you it's almost like a reflex that if I go to punch you in the face, that you're going to try to block it, right? But like by the time you're like a professional boxer or a fighter or something, like you could punch them in the face and they'd look at you and be like, my grandma hits harder than that. Like, what are you kidding me?
Right.
So, it's just a matter of the more you do it, the more you'll just be like, whatever, comfortable with it,
Be a fucking savage.
I'm just
saying.
saying.
If I go back to my 21-year-old self or whatever, I would punch him in the face. In the balls.
The more you get,
and I'd hold him by his shirt, be like, you know who the fuck I am? I'm you at 40, and I'm about to kick your ass.
I would also do that to 20-year-old me. Now that you say it out loud, but,
I'd like, stop being a fucking pussy.
I don't know what he would say back or do back.
See that chick?
Luckily, I know all his moves.
Back. Yeah.
I know all his moves. He'd be like, "Come on, old man, you want this? Come get it." I'd be like, "Well, I knew you were gonna say that one."
You're 21. You got 4 years to get laid as much as you can until you meet Caitlin.
Nice. Thanks.
Lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, I would have told you that too. Hindsight's 20/20. But yeah, man, you got to go for it. Just don't don't worry about it. And the sports reference that I made, because people are sports people, is you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
The other thing too, if we stick to sports reference, if you go up to bat through 10 times in Major League Baseball and you get a hit 3 times, you're batting 300. You're getting paid fucking $20 million a year.
Oh, I'm batting like
for 3 for 10.
I'm batting like 2.
Yeah. You're a home run hitter. You go for the home run.
I'm not even batting 100.
Yeah, right.
We should start comparing stuff to highlight.
Yeah.
It's like Polish handball. You can't even play it if you're left-handed.
Highlights an insane sport.
You're gonna eclipse baseball in 7 years.
You're saying that highlight?
No, it's a line from a show. They say the guy says it, and they're just like, "No, it's not."
I was like, most people don't even fucking know that.
Patchy.
Maybe as like a rejector.
Yeah.
I've not been the rejectee.
Yeah.
I guess.
Women. Different.
Don't take it hard. Like, don't give me shit if I say no thanks. Or, I mean, I haven't had to reject anybody.
You've broken up with guys.
Yeah.
That's we talked about it earlier. That's like I feel like it's more of a rejection.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
they all
got to
they
know
were
you a little
really-
bit, and I definitely don't like you.
They were all pretty fucked up, so it was understandable. They know,
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah, if you're on like heroin, like
yeah. There's gonna
like,
be a
he's gonna be like, I'm gonna go get her. And wait a second,
No,
I'm just gonna stay
no.
here.
I hear you.
Is it easy for you to reject people now? It's easier to like let people off easier because you're
No.
married?
What?
Or if like someone approaches you now.
Oh,
Oh
give a
yeah.
fuck now.
Oh yeah. No, I don't give a shit now. I'm like, no, I'm married.
Yeah. Well,
Like
that's
at the,
Yeah.
like at the
them off
casino,
easy.
and somebody come up to you at the
So
casino,
there is a
Yeah,
there-
somebody did come up to me at the casino.
probably dressed to the nines.
there is an imbalance between men and women when it comes to like the opposite sex hitting on them and like rejection, because like guys, when we reject a girl, it gets ugly.
Yeah,
They don't like that shit.
I know.
I went out to a buddy of mine's twins' 21st birthday party, and his girlfriend had these two friends there.
Yeah, did not go.
They were
well.
not my cup of tea whatsoever.
But obviously his.
They they were just friends. His
I
old
see.
lady, and they were there for the party, and we're all out drinking or whatever. And these girls were acting like whatever normal people at the beginning of the night, but then like booze turns people into fucking nightmares.
werewolves.
So like
Idiots,
we
yeah.
had a goddamn party bus, and these two broads were, I mean, they wouldn't keep their meat hooks off of me.
Oh my god.
And one of them was like kept touching me and like telling me I was attractive or whatever, and I literally was like, listen, I'm sorry, I don't like you like that. And I got up and walked to a different section, and she followed me there later and like took another
shot.
A
set
man
up for
couldn't do
another
that.
attack
Yeah.
run.
Right.
Yeah.
A man can't do that.
And then-
women can get
You're
away
right,
with that.
yeah.
And then the other one flipped the fuck out on me when I politely was like, listen, I was like, you know what, I'm seeing somebody. And she was like, that's bullshit, because I saw you talking to the bartender and you gave her your number. And I was like, fine. I was like, I'm actually just not interested. And I was like, I'd appreciate it if you stopped touching me. And she flipped the fuck out.
Wow.
And it's not the first time it's happened to me. So like I've had girls that like, you know.
What'd she say? She just started screaming at you?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, she's like
know,
12
you know,
margaritas drunk.
Yeah, so she's like, man, fucking you, I'm fucking amazing.
Fucking
yeah,
I'm a fucking
Yeah.
10.
yeah, I'd fuck me.
Yeah, you're,
You know?
I'd
yeah,
fuck with
you're a
you.
10, but you're also an alcoholic.
And I was
so.
I was trying to explain to her. I was like, listen, I'm addicted to video games, and like I can just go home, jerk off, take a shower, and I'll be right where I want to be in like 15 minutes. I was like, this is a whole mess. And I shit you not, man, these two chicks, buddy of mine happens to be a police officer, right? And his eldest son was straight up molested by one of them after the fact. And me and my buddy, Mikey, were watching it go down.
Oh my gosh.
And I look over at Mikey. This is his nephew, mind you. And I'm like, should we go over there and stop that? He goes, nah, he's a big boy. He knows what he's doing.
Oh my
Terrible
He's probably
uncle.
fucking loving it though.
So I call my buddy who's a cop like about a week later, and I was like, you know, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I'd like to file charges on. I was like, I'd
Were
like
they
to-
underage? The
No,
boys?
well, no, this kid's like 23,
Oh.
but these women were like in their 40s, so they were totally
Oh.
cougars. They might have been almost 50. I don't
Listen,
know.
if they
No,
were
were
super
40s. They were
attractive,
40s.
if they were super attractive,
They were nurses. They made
whole
good
different
dough. I
story.
could have milked one of it and had a sugar mama, but I was like, yeah, I just want to go play Xbox.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. So I call my buddy and I'm like, hey, I wasn't gonna say anything, but I was like, I'd like to report both those girls for, you know,
Sexual assault.
And I was like, I don't want to get anyone in any trouble, but I just don't want to see it happen to anybody else. And you know what his response was? He goes, you were dressed very provocatively that night, and you were asking for it, and I was like, fuck you. But
You in those fucking bell-bottom pants.
hey,
It works.
Macca.
They unfortunately work.
The
that's
unfortunate
crazy.
listen, the unfortunate statistics is Mac has been out. I'm 3 for 3 with picking up babes wearing the bell bottoms. And
Picking up, do you mean by bringing home or just picking up for the
we
night? Like,
met and we went out on dates and we probably had sex.
wow.
And I'm 3 for 3 with the bell bottoms.
Jeez.
And I'm bragging to Macca this week, like
Body
hey,
count. Body count.
if it pleases the court, I'm 3 for 3. And he's like,
Thank you, Your Honor.
he's like, but how many of them were keepers? And I immediately responded, -1.
Wow.
-1.
So
Quality over quantity, maybe?
yeah,
Just nothing.
Yeah,
Zero on both.
All those COVID girls are just itching to get the fuck
that's
out,
it.
huh?
But
That's it.
on first appearance alone,
but the
bell bottoms are being received.
But is it because of the bell bottoms that you're getting the type of woman that you are? That they're now
there's a lot of ins and outs. There's a lot of
negative.
ins and outs. This we've barely begun to collect the data.
we have to keep researching.
You need to keep the same style, but get maybe a different color or like a different shoe.
Well, don't you worry, because I've fallen in love with bell bottoms, and I've already made plans to buy 2 more pairs: a white pair and a corduroy pair.
You're buying more clothes?
Just not right now. They're on my list. They're on my wish list.
They better cover your knees.
Oh, the bell bottoms do. They go all the way down.
Good. They're not like slit open.
Speaking of rejections that make you self-conscious forever.
I think one thing with rejections, and Dan was getting towards this, is that you can't let it turn you into an incel.
Yes. Because a lot of guys get that way over the years. You get into your 30s and stuff, and like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But you're approaching it like you say, like a woman is an object for you, not that they're a person and that they have their own feelings and desires.
Exactly. Yeah, you can't take it like an asshole and be like, fine, be a fucking bitch.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
what? No, go fuck yourself.
I've learned the most effective technique from myself is to, and it's not like a defense mechanism, I'm genuinely amused by the scenarios, is I like to laugh it off. I was like, oh my God. I asked this girl, because most of the time I'm blacked out high. But then afterwards, I'm like, I'll look back on it and I'll be like, oh my God. I asked this girl out. She wanted absolutely nothing to do with me. I'm not picking up on any social cues. Oftentimes you're there to witness it, and then you're like, yeah, you're dead on. This was not, that was not going well. But at the time, you tried telling them it was going well.
What do you think about, there's that pickup community, and it's pretty big. There's a big subculture of guys
that's
who
awful.
practice picking up. And like some girls will now notice and they'll be like, are you doing peacock now? Are you picking up on me? Like, because like there's like a whole game to it. And some of these nerdy guys actually start scoring though because they learn how to do it. And they cold approach.
Like a psychology.
They practice their cold approach. They practice it like a hobby. They peacock by dressing a certain way. It's kind of ridiculous. But at the same time, women are like, who is that guy? And why is he dressing ridiculous? Like,
stands out.
So
Something's
you
off.
should look into that. Not
it's
for
like,
yourself. No, not to join. Just to see what they're all about. Just to see if you naturally do any of those things.
He is. He's wearing fucking bell bottoms.
No, not the peacocking. I'm talking about like the cold approach, all the terminology. Chris, all the terminology and stuff.
I bet you if we did delve deep, it's exactly what Chris does. Just in general,
he's just like a natural
pickup artist.
Yeah. It's just like
he wears the weird shit, like the leather coat with the fucking Star Trek
a rare pickup art.
Okay,
naturally exists in the wild.
King,
it's like an albino animal in the wild.
It's bred
in captivity, but it's also in the wild.
The night we go out, right? The night we go out for his birthday, I'm outside smoking weed with this group of people, and this one guy, he's like comes by, right? And he likes me for whatever reason. I don't know why. And his buddy he thinks I'm funny. I don't know. I think it's just because I gave him marijuana.
Yeah. Hey.
His buddy comes outside to walk over to us, and he introduces him and says, hey, this guy is a good guy. He just gave me some weed, whatever. And I hold my hand up, live long and prosper like a Vulcan. And when I tell you that this guy, it made his life, it did. He was so, I don't know if it made his life, but he was
very happy.
He was very happy. Yeah. He was like, you like Star? He's like, what did you just do? And I was like, I gave you the standard Vulcan greeting, live long and prosper. And he was so happy.
He's like, I watched Star Trek this morning.
He's like, I watch Star Trek all the time. I was like, did you know it's on HBO? He's like, yeah, I watched the motion picture this morning. And I was like, they're all on HBO right now. And I just want to say that I say it all the time, but like Star Trek is a great unifier. Like if you're part of the Trekkie community and you meet somebody else out there that's a Trekkie, it's like, you're in.
It's funny because I'll say
I could have asked these guys to borrow money right then and there. I'd be like, can I borrow $1,000? I'd be like, yeah, bro, here you go. Yeah. Federation doesn't even use money anymore.
I'll say something about James's name every so often, and I can tell the people who know and the people who don't.
Tiberius, that's an interesting name.
Yeah, James Tiberius. Oh,
I've never heard that. Never heard that combination.
I want to be like, you're a fucking idiot.
Go away. Suck. We can't be friends.
Well, that's what
I think. One thing too Chris was Candyman was outside with this guy, and the guy, I come out and it's time to go, and the guy's like, he's like, oh, you're buddies with him? I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, he's so cool. He's so humble. And I'm like,
Is he though?
I don't know where
That's fake as shit. He's not humble.
You must be really drunk.
I think I got him. I think I got him baked out of his brain.
Oh yeah.
no.
I love doing that at parties.
Mac is like,
She
I
gets
don't
people so
think he
stoned.
is.
She'll be like, yeah, this joint's only like 81% THC.
No. I brought like some 22% like little half-gram joints to a party one time, and this one guy took maybe 3 rips. Okay, and it went around a fucking fire pit.
People aren't ready.
So about a half an hour later, his wife comes up to me, who's loaded. She's like, "You got my husband stoned and blah blah blah." And so
That voice goes right to the core of my lizard brain.
So all night,
It makes me murderous.
She kept saying it all fucking night long.
You got
and
my
eventually,
husband
and I was like, you know what?
stoned.
Just drop him off at my house. If he gets the munchies tomorrow, I got all the snacks. Just drop him off at my house.
factory.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not gonna start shit with this lady who's so drunk.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
You shut the fuck up, you dumb twat.
Oh, that's not nice because she's a nice lady.
While
Do I know her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
he doesn't like that behavior.
I just don't like that voice. That drunk,
while
like,
the
white
while
chick
the
voice.
Star Trek peace treaty was going on between me and this guy,
Yeah.
to my right and to my left, there were these girls
Yeah.
/ women. I don't know. Some of them were like
Females.
well, first of all, 2 of them disclosed to us that they're underage, that they're fake IDs, and I was like rookies.
Okay.
And then
Shut the fuck up.
then
man.
the other ones were like older, like in their 50s.
Okay.
Wow, this is quite the contrast here.
And the girls start basically like this sounds like it's gonna get hot, but in no way was this gonna be hot because these girls were like not
Way too young.
they're just not good looking people.
Oh,
They were like beat up and they were like psychos. And
Oh,
just
geez.
we wanted to get out of there.
The underage girls were?
All of them.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
One girl
Meth
just
is
starts
a
yelling
hard
at the
drug.
other like, "Fuck you, you fat fucking bitch! I'll fight you right now." And
Oh,
me and
my
Macca were
goodness.
in the middle of it. Now Macca has
I
been
just walk away.
Yeah, he doesn't go for violence.
Mac has been sucker punched. I want to say like a good baker's
out.
a good baker's dozen times.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like he's minding his own business. Some other people get into some shit,
And then he gets punched.
Really?
Yeah.
And you're like the most non-violent person.
It's
I
like
know.
his
Yeah,
thing.
you gotta push me a little far.
Yeah.
For
It's
me
like
to get
his.
violent.
It's like
Yeah.
his thing. Like
Yeah,
you have
it's
to
a
hit
thing.
him in the face, and then he's like, "All right, that's it. Now we're gonna fight." So like I'm conscious of that fact, and so I'm like, "Oh, Mac is taking off. That's my cue that I gotta get going too."
Yeah.
And I'm like, I was talking to this one girl, and then it turned out she was 20 or whatever, and then the girl started yelling. I was like, you know what? I was like, check, please. I was like, that's my ride. I gotta go.
Yeah,
and I just ran out of there. Normally, I would have engaged and tried to take it down to Chinatown, but like I did not want to get caught in the middle of this brouhaha of like.
And we were surrounded by a lot of people we didn't know. And I just remember hearing her at one point. She's saying something. I just walked by Chris and I'm like,
He gave
I just
the
give
old
him the
The
signal,
head
like,
nod.
the head nod. Like,
Yeah,
all right,
let's
it's
get outta
time to
here.
call it a night.
This is no good. This is no good.
Took
for
him a
us.
few minutes to pick up, but I'm like walking around the parking lot, like trying to get his attention.
Like, hey.
Fairness,
Yeah.
I had like, I don't know,
Yeah.
3.5 Coronas that night, so I was
Yeah.
gonzo.
Yeah, and other things,
Well, yeah.
marijuana.
So, all right. Well, listen, thanks for tuning in this week, everyone. Shout out to Jeff Hoban and everyone down at O'Hara's.
I'm gonna do some YouTube research to see how much of Candyman's pickup lines are actually from those pickup
Yeah.
artists that he never watched at all.
Listen,
Like,
we
Yeah.
should do an episode comparing pickup
Real life-
artists
to
real
Chris.
life.
hobby.
You're saying real life techniques,
To see-
cross reference with my natural
Yes,
behavior.
Yeah.
Chris was like, I'm serious. He's like a aberration
cued
in the
in.
wild. Like
I'm cued
you
in.
can manipulate it, but like he's like a genetic mutation that just naturally exists.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sean, you have to take notes next
All right.
time you see him out
Yeah.
in,
I will.
in the
All
wild.
that-
In the
man.
wild.
All
We
that-
know what he's like though.
All that energy.
Yeah,
that-
but I haven't seen it.
all that energy went into
You guys
that.
are going out though.
Took away from my
No,
ability
I'm
to
not.
play
Oh,
Oh,
sports.
you're not.
I might be able to meet up with them. We'll see.
All right. Well, this is the real one. Thanks for listening, everyone, and we'll catch you next week. Get your hooshies.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.